With the wild card weekend over and the divisional weekend games set in the NFL playoffs, I am going to be predicting each divisional round game. Starting in the NFC with the 49ers versus the Packers. 49ers do have home field advantage going into this one as they are the 1 seed. Let's talk about the Packers real quick though. The Packers, they march to AT&T Stadium, taking on the Cowboys at home. They defeat the Cowboys, and boy oh boy was that a game. The Packers hold the Cowboys scoreless until the last few minutes of the first half. Great on defense, great on offense. Jordan Love is going to have a game against the Niners. I think this will mainly be a defensive battle rather than an offensive battle, but I think both offenses will show why they are so good and why they are in the playoffs. However, even though the Packers did pull up the upset against the Cowboys, I don't think they do it against the 49ers. I do believe that the 49ers will come out with the win. Next is the Detroit Lions versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, both of these teams had a good game. However, Tampa, oh my gosh, let's talk about them for a minute. Now, they hold the Eagles to just 9 points in their wild card game. That's some pretty good defense. The Lions, on the other hand, they won by only 1 point against the Rams. Now, the Rams are a good team. Do I think they're the best playoff team? No. And obviously that was proven by their loss to the Lions. I think this is going to be a very strong game. I think it's going to be an offensive battle, defensive battle. I don't see the Buccaneers beating the Lions. Jared Goff has had a very strong season, and I think that the Lions win this one. Moving over to the AFC, we have the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills. The Bills have home field advantage, and boy oh boy, this is a great playoff rivalry. The Chiefs have beat the Bills in a majority of the games they've played in the playoffs. Chiefs, they had a very strong game against the Dolphins last week. The Bills, they had a very strong game against the Steelers last week. And the Steelers, they are a solid team for barely making it into the playoffs. Now, the Bills did defeat the Dolphins to drop them to the 6th seed, and I think the Bills beat the Kansas City Chiefs in their game this week. Finally, we have the Texans traveling to Baltimore to face the Ravens. Boy oh boy, did the Texans have a game against the Browns. The Browns were a favorite in that game. The Joe Flacco story, and he would be taking on his former team if they had won, but the Texans said no, and they racked up the points last week. Oh man, keeping the Browns to 14 points and scoring 45 points themselves. I think they are a very strong team. They are also a very young team. You have a rookie quarterback in CJ Stroud. However, I don't think they defeat the Ravens. The Ravens, they are a very strong team. They have Lamar Jackson, and they have a very strong defense. They beat the 49ers. They were able to lock them down when they played them. Very strong team, and I don't see the Texans being able to beat the Ravens. So, my prediction is that the 49ers will beat the Packers, the Lions will beat the Buccaneers, the Bills will beat the Chiefs, and the Ravens will beat the Texans, meaning the 49ers in the 1 seed will be facing the Lions in the 3 seed, and the 1-seeded Ravens will be facing the 2-seeded Bills. Well, there you have it. That's how I think the divisional round will go. I will make 2 more videos, one predicting the AFC and NFC championships, and the other predicting Super Bowl 58. Anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.